Hi guys, this is Dan. Welcome to Engelgeist. For those of you that are new, welcome. For those of you that are returning, welcome back. For those of you that support me over on Patreon, thank you so very much for your subscriptions. This is the daily forecast. It is available to all signs, and it is originally created for Friday the 3rd of June, but it's not solely set for that date. None of my readings are like date or time specific. I mean, we do follow a theme through the readings, so for those that watch on the daily, but if you're seeing this out of place or randomly, the message may still be for you, especially if you feel as though it fits in a certain area of your life. So please utilize it whenever you see it rather than when it's originally intended for. If you're new to the channel, please check out the drop-down menu. In there is like what decks I'm currently using, how to book a private reading with me, how to follow me on social media, all of that sort of stuff. And just stuff I want you to think about when utilizing the channel. If you do like the channel and you like the material, please do me a favor. Support the channel through hitting that thumbs up button, subscribing to the channel if you feel so inclined, and hitting that notification bell so you get notified. A new video does go up every day. Also leaving questions and comments, letting me know you're here and watching. I greatly appreciate. And then sharing the channel out, like telling your friends about it, sharing it in Facebook groups where it's allowed, things like that. Greatly helps me to get the word out. I'm a small channel. I've been at this for a couple of years. I mean, I've been reading cards forever, but I've been at this YouTube thing for a couple of years, and it's still growing very slowly, and I don't know the trick to what I need to do. So, help a sister out, as they say. Now, I will refer back to the Sunday reading, which is the underpinning energy for the week. So you'll hear me reference cards that aren't necessarily visible on this video itself. But if you want to see that video, it populates in the lower left-hand corner at the end of this video. You can always tap that and go look at that to see kind of what I'm talking about. Let's get into these cards and see what's going on today. What do they want us to know? I can't believe we're like already at the 3rd of June. Like, where the hell did May go? I have a feeling June's going to be the same. It's just going to like be here and gone. All right. So our card for the day, interesting. The Knight of Cups. Got a lot of court cards showing up this week. I don't know why, but they are definitely like trying to show up and say hello. Knight of Cups is oftentimes a romantic card. With this deck, it's so funny because they use otters as the cups because cups is water element. Otters are oftentimes playful, fun-loving animals, right? So it's really charming and cute, and that's what I love about this deck. This Knight of Cups, his eyes are set on the future, and romance would definitely be a part of his like story, you know. But what I'm gonna say, because I want this to be for the broader spectrum of people that may watch it, right? So that it's those of you that like are like, screw it, I hate other people, I don't want to be in a romance. It may not be that you're looking for romance, but you might be looking for the thing that you love, right? The thing that inspires you to say greatness or to just passion. And I don't mean like sexual passion. I mean like something that you're impassioned about, right? For those of you that are looking for love, this could definitely be indicative of looking to the horizon, because that's what I feel like this otter is doing, looking to the future and how do I go about creating that love. Now, we saw the King of Cups and we also saw the King of Pentacles the last 2 days, and underpinning this, we're in Friday's energy, which is the sort of the end of the week. So we have kind of this overlap between our midweek card, which was the King of Pentacles, and he seemed a bit fraught with the other deck, right? Like he was contemplating something that maybe he didn't necessarily want to have to make a decision around. And then we had we would be leading into the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is oftentimes a betrayal, a lie, a cheat, a thief, somebody wronging us, or oftentimes it can be us wronging ourselves in our own thoughts and the way that we communicate ourselves to others or into situations. Like, what is the language that's going on in our head, right? And that's also underpinning this. So that's going to have an influence to this too. Now, the King of Pentacles is going to be more practical. The Knight of Cups is going to be more romantic and compassionate based. And remember, this week's stone is that stone of love, right? What do we love? Where do we want to be so that we can be in that love? How is, are we maintaining that focus of moving ourselves there, right, towards that? This Knight of Cups looks like that to me. Like, he looks like he's having his cup of coffee. He's in no rush, right? But he's definitely kind of looking to set his eyes on the prize, whatever that prize might be for either any of you, right? Some of you, it could be a new relationship. Others, it could be a new job. Others, it could be more money or a promotion at work. Others, it could be just getting along with my partner better, like clearer, better, more loving, compassionate-based communication. But with that love stone underneath all of this, right? That's what we're supposed to be grounding in this week, is bringing ourselves back to that space of love and compassion. The Knight of Cups is going to be very adept at that. He's going to want to sit in that energy and make his decisions from that place. Knights are often, like, in my opinion, they are, in service to the rest of the realm, right? They're there to do the right thing for the right reasons at the right time. And so that should be, I'm going to say, and I don't want to should on you, but that should be your perspective today, is how can I make my world better? How can I make my world more loving? How can I bring more love, compassion, excitement, even passion into my life through my work, through my relationships, through my friendships, whatever that may be? I feel like that's this Knight of Cups job today. The Knight of Cups can sometimes be like a declaration of love, right? So we might find ourselves wanting to be a little bit more vulnerable with those that we care about. Doesn't have to be a romantic partner, but if it is a romantic partner, that would certainly explain the Knight of Cups presence here. And seeing those two kings previous to him says to me, like, it's almost like we've been preparing ourselves to maybe let down our guard a little bit and be a little bit more honest with ourselves, maybe, or within a situation or with another person, a significant other, and able to express that a little bit more, right? And that's what this Knight of Cups feels like he's getting ready to do. His eyes are set on the prize in the future. He's having his cup of coffee before maybe he starts to begin to tell his truth, right? But his truth is going to be based in sort of romance, love, charm, compassion, all of those like wonderful attributes. That confession or that sort of message that he carries or that we carry today, that message could be just solely for ourselves. And the reason why I say that is that underpinning of the Seven of Swords underneath this is like, I feel like this guy, he's the antithesis of the Seven of Swords, right? Where the Seven of Swords betrays us, the Knight of Cups serves us, right, in love. So if we're being the Knight of Cups, even only to ourselves, where we're like, you know what, Brenda, you've done a good job today. You worked your ass off this week, and it's been a shit week, and, my boss doesn't treat me right, my husband's not being nice to me, but you know what? You hung in there, and you did a good job. And I'm just using this as a real simple example. And patting yourself on the back, giving yourself some of that love, and undoing the thoughts of negativity that the Seven of Swords would represent that we could easily shift into, right? And betray ourselves in a way. The Knight of Cups isn't going to allow us to do that, right? He's going to counterbalance whatever sort of worries, fears, betrayals, hijinkery. I'm making up a new word today, hijinkery. That could be going on. Merriam-Webster, call me. Let's just say that. That could be going on around us, right? That Seven of Swords could be our own minds, our own communications, our own thoughts betraying us. It could be the thoughts and opinions of others betraying us. And remember, betrayal can come in many different forms. Betrayal is such a strong word, but I think about this sometimes. Sometimes a dear friend or family member might say, "Oh, are you sure you want to do that?" And when you're kind of set in, "Yeah, I want to do that. Why would you even question me?" And they're doing it from a place of love, right? But that doubt that they sort of slide in there out of quote unquote concern can sometimes take the form of the Seven of Swords, in my opinion, right? Where they kind of communicate something, even though it's expressed from a place of concern, but it's generally expressed from a place of fear or worry. And then we take it on, we adopt it, and then we're like, oh shit, I can't do that now because I don't feel brave enough. I don't feel capable enough. Maybe they know more than I do. Maybe their experiences will be similar to mine. And we betray ourselves in a way by not risking it or by not trying. Now, I'm not saying be risky in your decisions today. I'm just saying listen to your own heart. Listen to your own truth, right? And we've got a lot of truth and heart in the King of Pentacles and the King of Cups that came in the days previous. And that love stone, I think that there's a lot of truth in the love that we feel and that vibration, right? So settle into that and then allow that to be your guide into the future. And the Knight of Cups will not steer you wrong. If any of you are feeling rather romantic or want to confess your love because you are this Knight of Cups, I would say go about doing it in the way that feels best to you, because the Knight of Cups is going to be about the feels. Ultimately, cups is water. They are about the feels. How does it feel emotionally? And plan it out. I feel like he's got a bit of a plan going on this otter. He's not in a rush. He's having his coffee first, and he's going like, okay, how am I going to not attack this, but how am I going to take this on in a way that's conducive? Otters can also be very intelligent and sly. So I like that too. All right, let's look at the Animal Spirit Oracle deck and see what's going on here. And if this makes sense or doesn't make sense, leave me a question or comment in the questions or comments so that I can know if this is resonating with you guys. Because I feel like there is the Seven of Swords underneath all of this. Like there's some sort of truth to be revealed this week about something not being correct. And I feel like with the moon being our first card out of the Sunday reading, we understood or knew subliminally, subconsciously, intuitively, whatever, that something wasn't right. We've known it for a while, and we're setting it right through these court cards is my feeling. So, or we're at least getting ourselves set right prior to, whatever other, here we go again, hijinkery is going on. All right, here we go. Rabbit Spirit. Now is a lucky time. Card number 49, which is going to be a 13, which is going to be a 4. 4 is about being like balanced, maintaining balance. Rabbit Spirit. I love that the leaves look like wings to him, like he's going to take off at any point in time. I like that they're both facing to what I consider the future of the reading. Like they've got their eyes set towards something that rabbit wants to take a leap. The otter to me feels like, I'm going to sip my coffee here for a minute and really make an informed decision. And that would make sense to me coming off of those two kings that we saw, right? Kings aren't going to be presumptuous. They're not going to, especially the King of Cups or the King of Pentacles, which we saw twice. Remember, the King of Pentacles underpins the midweek energy. We're not going to make rash decisions, even though this rabbit may want to jump, right? And may want to get going. Now is a lucky time. Let's just let's adopt that idea, right? And the excitement of that. But the Knight of Cups, he's not going to be the slowest guy in the deck, but with that cup of coffee there, I feel like he's still contemplating. He feels a little bit like he's watching from the sidelines, taking it all in, and he'll make his move exactly when it feels right. Okay? I'm going to read you Rabbit Spirit, and his move, what I mean, guys, is whatever your plan is towards your goal, you'll know when to go, and when to go will be right, period. Because this Rabbit Spirit says now is a lucky time, right? So it's not about luck, it's about choosing the right moment of when to move forward, right? This rabbit will leap, he will make his goal. But that number 4 with the rabbit card says, do it when everything feels right and steady, right? When it feels stable and balanced. Because rabbits can also be very sort of, like their energy can be kind of fear-based too. I don't get fear from this particular rabbit, but we don't want to shift into that and be making decisions out of hesitation or fear, right? We want to be confident. So let me go to Rabbit Spirit. I kind of like this deck. It's kind of cool. I love the different animals as I go through here. There's like Pig Spirit. I mean, I can't even imagine what that's about. Now is a lucky time. Oracle message. A sunny meadow calls, and Rabbit Spirit appears to lead you out of your dark warren and into the light so that you can participate in a fertile and beautiful experience. It may seem safe below ground, but the magic happens when you come out and take the risk of being vulnerable and co-creating something new. You are being invited into a new life that you have no experience with, but have no fear. Today is also the time to be fruitful and productive as you enjoy Rabbit Spirit's sunny and prolific energy. At this time, whatever you intend to bring to life will find fertile ground. There are no mistakes, really, when you are co-creating with Spirit. So let new ideas spring to the surface, knowing that now is a lucky time of tremendous possibility. The protection message is vulnerability. And I sort of sense that there's vulnerability in the Knight of Cups too. And I was saying that about the thoughts maybe that we are having through that Seven of Swords. So kind of getting, aware of that is going to be key today. Vulnerability is required of you now, even if you don't feel safe. Act as if you trust that you will be okay, and soon you will see that you are okay. To create is to take risks. So at this fortunate, fertile time, banish your fears and recognize the real security is in immersing yourself in the process of co-creation. It's okay to admit that you really don't know how to deal with whatever is in front of you. This is where curiosity and not knowing can be a wonderful state of mind. Be playful now, admitting you are at the beginning of something. Come on out to frolic in the sun's nurturing light because it is time to birth something new. The other thing I was just going to say from a very, surface level is the Knight of Cups being so romantic, and then rabbits, the phrase, fuck like bunnies. If any of you are getting laid today, go for it. It's a good day for that. I'm just going to say that just with these two cards up there, a rabbit and the Knight of Cups. It's like, ooh. Maybe there's some procreation going on for some of you. Let's look to the grounding stone. I'm sorry if that was vulgar. I don't mean to be vulgar, but it's just kind of a very base read there. Here we go with the grounding stone for the day. It is on malachite, which is a green associated again with the heart, which keeps us in that sort of space of love, which is the underpinning stone for the entire week. We also saw learn on rose quartz yesterday, which was bringing us to our heart center. This is inspiration. So inspiration, takes its sort of root word from the idea of spirit. And then when I look at the Knight of Cups, it's kind of like what inspires us? Where does our spirit, make us feel alive? What is it that we want? What is it that we desire? And understanding that we can have that, we can own that, we can feel our way towards that, we can be inspired from a place of love to achieve that today, right? Don't sort of dwell in fear, worry, regret, any of that sort of stuff. Go out there. Or the rabbit wants to go. The knight looks like he's got a few decisions to make. So if some of you don't actually take any full-on action just today, but you sort of contemplate from a place of love and inspiration, that's all right. You will know when to make the right move, and you have to trust that. Like the card for Rabbit Spirit said, there are no wrong moves. You're exactly where you need to be, and learning is okay. But for those of you that are ready to take action, go get some action. Let your inspiration be your guide. Let your heart ground in the energy of your heart and your feelings, and move forward confidently knowing that you can achieve what it is that you need, right? It's out there. What you believe, you will receive. Okay, that is your forecast, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please hit the thumbs up button, share the video out, leave me a question or comment. And if you're new, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. And I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow to see how the week ends out. All right, have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye-bye.